The sun was giving clear signs of wanting to rip the surface of the horizon. The increasingly strong contractions of the shadows gave birth to the arising light. Streaks of sunlight made the waters burst in the eyes of those who were ending the night. One could feel the anxious jitter of those passing by on the street, moving back and forth. Looming over all this, the massive and unadorned building of the asylum insisted on imposing its brutal weight on the block. That dawn, its heavy hardwood doors felt even heavier than usual, swollen even. Anyone who dared to cross these doors would feel more apprehensive than outside, for they would now find themselves in a true funereal antechamber. Blocking further passage, a set of intransigent swinging doors made of heavy frosted glass rebuffed any faint-hearted attempt to enter. A footnote on this place is needed here. The asylum is a secular institution supported by the state with the noble purpose of sheltering and caring for the children whom life has abandoned. It received them from desperate parents, violent caregivers, social reprobations, and by shocking surprise. It took them in, labelled them, and put them to work. As one would expect from an institution with such an uplifting purpose, the overcrowding of residents was inversely proportional to the specialized workforce, that is, one dedicated caretaker for each wing of 85 children. Let's return to the agonizing entrance doors. It is the daily task of the internal watchman to open the heavy doors at sunrise. And it is precisely at the moment we speak of him that the man appears, creaking his joints in rhythm with the swinging doors. Already in the antechamber, preparing to slide back the heavy bolts of the outer doors, the man halts, perplexed. In the sliding box of the door lay a 1-month-old child. It is essential to situate here another footnote, so unusual is the situation, especially for those unaware of this ingenious feature of the institution. The sliding box consists of a sturdy wooden box formerly used to transport Bravo de Esmolfe apples, embedded on slides in an open gap of the door close to the ground, with the purpose of sliding between the interior and exterior of it. During the night, the box was pushed outside, ready to receive the shameful abandonment of unwanted children. Those who deposited them there under the cover of night slid the box inside the door and disappeared, hoping thus to have provided a better future, whether for the deposited or the depositor, that is not known. Back to the watchman's perplexity. This was not due to the fact that there was a baby there, a common occurrence, but rather to the silence with which that 1-month-old child observed him. Not a cry, not a whimper. In the obscurity of the antechamber, wrapped in several layers of thick cloth, the glacial brightness of the child's eyes froze the blood of the obtuse employee. Even today, many years later, and now in a shriveled retirement, the watchman feels a shiver when he remembers the gaze of little Leonardo, as they later labelled him.